Okay, y'all. Hey, this is Kat, and I'm back with another video. So, listen, this story is coming out of San Antonio, and it's a devastating story. So, y'all just kind of stick with me. I'm gonna do the best that I can, but trust me, this story, like before I could even, cover it, I literally cried reading what I read. I literally cried. So you guys stay with me and just bear with me as I cover this tragic, devastating story. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to just go ahead and give you some information on this woman right here. Her name is Savannah Krieger. She was 32 years old. She was recently filing for divorce from her husband, Brian Krieger. It's stated that in some of the articles that he was having an affair. So recently she spiraled out of control and unfortunately took the life of herself. Not only herself, y'all, but this young baby right here, which was her 3-year-old son. That's one of the reasons why I told you guys I literally cried like a baby. Okay, moving forward. So, on March the 7th, it stated that the divorce was filed. I did read two separate articles. One stated she did it. The other one stated that he did it. I really don't know who did it, but and was accurate on that end. But I do know that the divorce was filed, and that court was supposed to be coming up later on that week because they were having a custody hearing. Now, fast forward to March 18th. On March 18th, Savannah had left her job and she went to Brian's residence, right? She went there, she tore up everything. When I tell you she tore up everything, she tore up like clothing, shoes, even furniture, just destroyed his whole place of residence, right? She sent the pictures to him. And I'm going to, show all of this too in my video at the end, but I just want to go ahead and cover the story first. And so she did all of that, right? And then she ended up leaving. She left his place of residence and she went, I believe it could have been maybe the family home. And that's where she laid out her wedding dress. She laid out their pictures from their wedding day and literally shot bullet holes in them. Yeah. So the police literally paused. Okay, y'all. So, an hour later, after surveillance footage showed Savannah picking up the 3-year-old from daycare, she called Brian to basically let him speak to his son and see his son before, she did what she did, right? So yeah, and then also she proceeded to just basically tell him, you don't have anything to go home to now. You really don't, she said. You won't have anything at all at the end of the day. She stated, you left us for a piece of ASS. Daddy left us for some woman he met on the internet. Explain to your son why you're not here, she said. The toddler was in the back seat. When he asked her why she vandalized his objects in his home, Savannah basically replied and said, well, you care more about your material possessions than your son. Brian then called the police and raced home to find every article of clothing that he owned had been cut, he stated to the officers, and basically just tried to let them know, hey, this is what's going on. I really need you guys to get my son from her. She is acting very erratic. So as you can see from the pictures, what she did in his home, this is very telling on what her emotions and how high they were at this time. It's very sad and unfortunate that a person cannot, calm themselves down because they're thinking that their life is ending just because of a divorce. It's really not that deep. Like, you guys, we have to really sit back and get some type of help if we can't calm ourselves down. I mean, look at this message that she sent him before she did what she did. Okay, like, this is so tragic. I don't even know where to begin or end. This poor man lost his son all because this lady hid her issues with mental health, did not want to get help for her mental health, and she took her own life. And let alone her own life, she took her child's. That is not fair. That is not right. And that's where the system does come into play, because a lot of the laws and things like that in the system tries to go with the mothers. And a lot of the times, look what the mother does. They do crap like this to basically spit in the system face, like, haha, yeah, you let me keep my child and I took him away because I can. Like, no, that's not right. Things need to change. Y'all, this story was so tragic. So tragic to even hear that a mom can do something like this. All because the father found someone else. They was negligent. They did not stick to the plan where it states for, through sickness and health, through death do us apart. Like, come on. It's bigger than one person. Like, y'all, like, we have got to stop throwing our lives away just for one person. God loves us all, and He has a plan for us all. We have got to stop trying to take matters into our own hands, because when we do things like that, look what happens. Look what happens. It's not right. It's not right. This lady should have gotten help. The moment that she started getting signs in her head and thoughts in her head, to do something at this magnitude, she should have went and got help. And if you didn't want to get help for yourself, if you just literally just gave up on yourself and life because you felt like it was falling apart because of one situation, then you should have gave that little boy to his father willingly, because you knew that you were dealing with some sort of issues there, some detrimental issues. So guys, I wanted to cover this story because it just touched my heart, and I feel so bad for the father. I feel so bad for the family members. My condolences to the family. Rest in peace, little Kaden, and bless your soul. I really do hate this. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this story. What are your thoughts on what do you think should have happened, could have happened, and do you think the system failed little Kaden? Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell on your way out so that you'll be notified the very next time I drop another one. This your girl Kat, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.